Hi there, this is David and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter. Since last time I made my way over to Jenis Royal Academy, you just go north of Rouen and then you take Vista Forest Road on over. So let's head on inside. Hopefully exams are over. We could see Kloe and see about this white shadow ghost. Maybe get some clues. So this is the Royal Academy. Full of budding flowers trembling with potential, dewed with the passionate moisture of sweat and youthful tears. A lovely place. Wow, I see like 10 pictures I want to take already. I want to go through so much film. Just a reminder, we're here to investigate this ghost mess. Keep your heads in the game, thanks. This kind of makes me all nostalgic though. I mean, we were only here a week, but hey, that just goes to show how important the time you spent with your friends was. You did something for the Academy play, right? Oh, I heard about that from Niall. Estelle was a knight, and Joshua was a princess, right? Oh, I wish I could have gotten some pictures. Wait, what? Is this true? Oh, what a tragedy that I should miss Joshua at his most graceful and alluring. We simply must find him and never wear such splendor again. And all of my memories are ruined forever. Changing gears, though. Teresa said the test period would be over soon. I wonder if we're here a little early, though. Sieg! That's Chloe's little bird. Oh, I have no idea what you're saying, but you're welcoming me, right? How have you been, Sieg? Estelle. Oh. Kloe, been a while, huh? It has. Whoa, what's wrong, Kloe? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. You've suffered so much and I can't do anything. I can't do anything to help my friends. I'm such a wretch. Don't say that. I'm glad you care so much. I'm sure Joshua would feel the same way. I'm just happy to see you again. Thank Ideas we were able to meet again. Good grief, you two are dramatic even off the stage. Hey, Estelle, I think we saw each other last at the birthday celebrations, right? Hey, Jill. Yeah, that's about right. And Hans, too. Hello. Hey. I'd love to chat, but I think we need to put that aside for a minute. You guys are here in bracer business, right? The dean wants to see you. We'll show you the way. This dean looks just like Dumbledore, I swear. So you would suspect this white shadow's originating from the Academy grounds? Yeah, it seems like it is. So the guild would like permission to investigate inside the Academy. You cool if we have to look around and ask the students some questions? Certainly. Given the circumstances, I would ask you to investigate in truth. Well, I have little idea what this white shadow could be. If it is affecting the election, we simply can't sit idle and let it be. Thanks! So you mentioned not knowing what the white shadow might be. No one's reported anything of the sort to me. Jill, has anyone come to the student council about such a thing? No, not a peep. It was exam crunch time, though. Nobody really had time to come to say so much as hi to us anyway. That would make sense. I think I'm lost. Here at the Royal Academy, there are periodic exams which determine if you proceed to the next grade. Even if the student saw something, they might just choose to ignore it and focus on studying. I have to admit, I'd probably be one of them. I know I'd rather get more formula in my head than focus on something that might just be my sleep-deprived mind playing tricks on me. Are the exams really that intense? Wow, they work you guys to the bone! But as of today, the exams are done, sweet mercy of Adios, and people are going to be a lot more relaxed. If people were going to start talking about ghost stories, today's the day for it. There is a converse to this. If rumors spread too far, it'll be hard to divine the truth. If we wish to hear the stories from the witnesses themselves, we must act today. Well then, you may begin your investigation immediately. Jill, Hans, Kloe, I expect you to give them your full support. So, first off, if we're investigating something, we need a headquarters. Someone might come to the student council with information, so you can use our meeting room. That'd be perfect, let's go! Okay, let's divide up the jobs. Agate and I will question the teachers. They should be in the staff room right about now. After that, we'll hunt down the rest of the staff and interrogate them too. Easy enough. Hans will check the records in the reference room and see if anything like this has happened around here before. Estelle and Kloe will be in charge of interviewing the students. Okay, we'll do our best. Dorothy, Oliver, you two, investigate the grounds as you see fit. I trust that your, artist's intuition will find something. Leave it to me. I'll do my best. Okay, so everyone, try and finish up your investigations by nightfall and return here. Alright, fall out. I love how they gave Oliver and Dorothy, like, the most bullshit investigation ever. They're like, just kind of fart around for a while. She can be pretty silly at times, but I guess she leads the student council for a reason. Well, she does want to become a politician, kind of like Mayor Maybelle of Bose. She was really frustrated when the election began. She kept going on about how she could have been a candidate if she was 10 years older. I guess she could have, yeah. I was wondering, how much do Jill and Hans know about you, Kloe? I know you mentioned they once nicknamed you. Yeah, they did. They essentially know everything. They saw through my disguise about halfway into my first year here. Aside from them, only the dean knows my true identity. I guess that makes sense. They do seem pretty comfortable hanging out with you, even though they know about your important royal stuff. Yeah, just like you, Estelle. You're the best friends I have. Oh, you're embarrassing me. Anyway, let's go find some students to interrogate. Did you see anything weird during the test period? It should be good enough without raising suspicion, right? Yeah, that should keep rumors from spreading, I think. Remember though, some of the students may be back in their dormitories already. Good point, we'll look there too. Okay, well let's go question them. And thank God you don't actually have to question every single one. And we aren't, because that would take forever. This is Hans, so how goes the questioning? Well, we've just started, so we don't have much yet. Have you any luck with the records? Not yet, but there aren't many records that could be relevant, so this shouldn't take long. I know you're busy, but could I take a minute of your time? Let me guess, this is about Joshua, right? Yeah. I haven't heard all the details, but he's gone missing, right? He has, but don't worry. It's something that he did on his own, so it's basically like him running away from home. I wonder. I know I only spent a week or so with him, but, well, we really got along. Got to know each other. We talked about a whole lot of things. He could just not shut up about his life after he came to live with you, Estelle. Really? That's so embarrassing. I was such a tomboy. I mean, I guess that's true, but... Well, I heard a lot of heartwarming stories, I'll say that much. The thing is, I never heard a word about anything before then. One time, I just kind of casually asked him about what his life was like before he came to live with you. I'll never forget his expression when I asked that. I'll never be able to. His eyes just sort of clouded over. It was like he was staring out of a sledge-long field of who knows what that only he could see. Afterwards, though, he just laughed it off and pretended that it never happened, while avoiding the question. I don't really know his history, but his leaving has something to do with his early life, doesn't it? Yeah, we're pretty sure it does. I knew it. Whenever he went off to bed, we'd always talk about how the day went, right? How practice was going, for example, or how delicious lunch was, that sort of thing. Whenever we did that, he got this look, like he was looking at something bright and beautiful. It was the expression of someone looking at something they want but can't have. And at the same time, he just sort of seemed to accept that it was something that he could never have. He never really lost that look the entire time that he was here. Joshua, it is something you can have, you giant idiot! So, yeah, I know I shouldn't really get involved since I don't know you two that well, but can I ask a favor of you? If you meet him again, don't ever let him have that kind of expression. He is an idiot, thinking he can't have that kind of life. He's got just as much of a right to love, laugh, and enjoy life as any of us do. Can you do that for me? Yeah, of course I can. I'll wake him up to that fact even have to slap his cheeks beet red in the process. Huh, it may take that to really get him to understand, but we'll do it. Oh, sorry, but that felt good to get it off my chest. I shouldn't take too much of your time. Good luck with your investigation. Okay, so we're going to talk to people who are interesting, who have something interesting to say, but we're not going to be talking about to every single person because it'll take like an extra 20 minutes, and the vast majority of these people say, "Something strange? I have no clue what you're talking about." Boop-a-doo. So, yeah, if they don't have anything important to say like this idiot, we're not talking to them. Hey, yeah, I got a question for you. Anything strange that happened? A strange event? Oh, like what? Boop-a-doo. Yeah, so, yeah, she doesn't know anything. So that's pretty much what's going to happen. You talk to those two morons, they don't know what's happening. That's what happens when you talk to people who don't know what's happening. So don't worry about them. That's pretty much the last of those people. But Dorothy's just getting some pictures, and we can go over here and learn another recipe. And I didn't want to talk to you. I want to shop from you. So shop, and let's see, we want to buy the hot potato fry for another recipe, and the royal gelato for another recipe. We already have the herb sandwich recipe, so let's head on outside. and see if Oliver has anything to say. Oh, why, if it isn't Estelle. How's it going, Oliver? Trying anything up? Marvelous. Or so I imagine. I left that business to Dorothy. More importantly, I heard tell of a dorm for the female students. I am urgently searching for it. For the girls' dorms? Why the heck are you searching for that? Well, I think I can kinda guess, but that should be obvious. To safeguard the place where those maidens lay themselves to sleep naturally. I knew it was gonna go there. It would, after all, be far too late once the foul hands of evil disturbed their peace and put them in danger, you see. Ah, yes, incidentally, Estelle, I believe you've spent some time at this academy before. Perhaps you could guide me to the dorms. I'm a little busy right now, so another time. I know whose foul hands of evil I'm going to safeguard from the girls' dorm. Yeah. So let's head on inside the academy schoolhouse. Here we can talk to the dean again, see if he has anything interesting to say. Yeah, we did. Oh, and Kloe is helping, yes. So, that's nice of her. Perfect. Yeah, he doesn't have anything to add either. In here we can talk to the faculty, and most of them have nothing to say. We don't really have to investigate them, but it's kind of interesting just to see what the teachers are up to, so I'll talk to them just a little bit. Yeah, and they just talk about grading papers and things like that. And, yeah, none of the teachers have much to say. Agate says, did anything weird happen? The teacher's like, no, I don't know. So let's head on upstairs and talk to you. Yeah, he is an important person. You have to talk to Patrick. Hey, Kloe, how'd your test go? Well enough, I guess. More importantly, Patrick, can we have a moment? Sure, what is it? Actually, yeah. Anything weird happened? Strange events? I do have something that might be along that line, sort of, but it's fine if you don't know the exact details. Just tell us everything that happened at the time. All right. Actually, I saw this humanoid form flying in the sky. Can you tell us everything you remember about that? Sure. It was on one of the exam nights. I'd stayed behind in the classroom to study. I thought that I noticed something move outside the window. I thought maybe the wind had picked up or something, so I went close to the window when I saw this white, shadowy form floating outside. So what happened next? Fortunately, I lost sight of it immediately. It just sort of disappeared towards the east. Well, the east would mean that it disappeared towards the back of the schoolhouse, right? So, you still remembered a lot of details. It was quite an interesting phenomenon. I wrote some simple notes down thinking I'd research it later. Research? Patrick is a student of the sciences, after all. Was I of any help? Yeah, definitely. That was valuable testimony. I'll get that down in my notebook right away. Thank you. Yeah, so you have to talk to him, and then we have to go inside the social studies classroom and talk to, where are you? Talk to you. No, not you. Not you. I don't want to talk to you because you're stupid. No, it's some other blonde kid that I want to talk to, and he's downstairs. I got the classrooms mixed up, so you could talk to him if you want to. It's not that big of a deal, but it's this other classroom down here. Yeah, the humanities classroom, and this kid. Man, I'm hungry. You want something? Yeah, actually, we had a question. Strange events? Did you see anything weird or hear any odd sounds? Anything you might have noticed would be helpful. Don't make me remember all that creepy stuff. Yeah, actually, I haven't told anyone before you guys, though. I saw someone suspicious. Could you give us the details? I was hanging out behind the schoolhouse on my way back home, right? It's a great place to chill during tests. No one's ever there. So I was walking around near the rear gate on my way back when this white floating person suddenly flew past. I'm sure it looked like a person. No way I could have seen it wrong. A white human form. That matches what the other witnesses have said. So what happened after that? He floated off towards the rear gate. After that, I didn't see him. So he disappeared towards the rear gate. This is good intel. I should write this down in my notebook. Yeah, so we have one more person to talk to after that, but we also have a little optional scene that we have to go see as well. And I want to make sure that I get that scene in before we talk to the third and final person. So let's head on out here and into the auditorium. Yeah, let's get on stage for a scene. It's strange, isn't it? It was only a few months ago, and yet I can't help but reminisce. A whole lot happened after that. Our calm, serene Princess Joshua has left us. Now it's just us on the stage. Having no supporting cast feels kind of strange, you know? It does. Estelle, can I make a small confession? I liked Joshua. I mean, you know, affectionately. I was a bit attracted to him from the moment that we met. I see. I actually kind of figured. It always sort of seemed that way. That kiss scene at the end of the play, I won't deny, it sent my heart racing. I kept apologizing quietly to you even as I threw myself into the role. I was all set to really kiss him at the end, not just pretend. Really? You're a lot braver than I thought, Kloe. Julia says I always do things that make her worry. But then when Mayor Dalborn pointed that gun at you, Estelle, Joshua's eyes, I've never seen eyes that full of murderous rage. And it was all because you're that important to him. That's when I gave up, because I realized I never had a chance against that. I don't know. I think it might be a little too early for you to give up. I mean, honestly, Kloe, I can't hope to compare to you. Estelle, you're so silly when it comes to this sort of thing. You really have no idea just how charming you are. Man, I pay you a compliment, you poke fun at me. Come on, Kloe, I was serious. But that's just it. So was I. I love that about you, Estelle, your open honesty. I think that Joshua feels the same way. I guess Joshua and I are a bit alike in that sense. You know, I did notice that, kind of. You're both smart, level-headed, polite. To be honest, I totally told Joshua that you two would be great together because of that. Until I met everyone here, I was lonely. I think in that sense, I was a little like Joshua before he met you. If there's a difference between us, it'd be our strength. Strength? Grandmother wishes very much to name me the next queen, especially after what happened recently. I guess it would be for the best, all things considered, but if I become queen, I'll never be Kloe Rins again. I'll be Claudia von Ostless forevermore, burdened with power and responsibility. I'll never again get to hug those orphans, talk to my friends casually, or attend class. The very idea terrifies me. Yet, I feel so pathetic for not having the strength to return to that solitude when it's necessary. I still haven't given grandmother a proper answer. In that sense, Joshua is stronger than I could ever hope to be. I'm sure that he, more than anyone, didn't want to be separated from you. But even so, he disappeared so as to not involve you in what he felt was his own problem. Joshua's strong on some level, yeah, but I don't think that that's the kind of strength that you should admire. It's the role of a queen to rule a whole country. Of course you're hesitating, it's natural. Heck, would I be really worrying if you really want it without hesitating, like Dunan? Being worried and unsure about whether you're good and still trying anyway, that's why you'll be an amazing queen, Kloe. But Joshua didn't hesitate. He barely thought twice. He left us behind, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. That's something that I can't forgive him for. You're right, it is unforgivable. Why is it that the cute ones are always the ones who don't understand a girl's feelings? Having some girl talk. So funny. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, they have. But, we need to, get on with our investigation, don't we? Okay. Yeah, you are a couple of dumb kids, but, you know, I think that Kloe has a chance with, Joshua. I mean, she is a princess after all. Oh my god, but I'd still go after Estelle because, she seems just more the girl for me, I guess. You know, she's just kind of more with it, I guess. More level-headed, more tomboyish. That sounds fine to me. Anyway, so now we have to head to the girls' dormitory. And upstairs into this first dorm room right here. How come no one ever told me? I already said that I spent my vacation sightseeing across Liberal. Why am I being forced to return home now? Felicity, please, calm yourself. No, I refuse. This time I will say my piece. Tests are finally over, and I was finally starting to plan all the things I want to do for my vacation. So why has a return ticket to the Empire conveniently shown up on my doorstep now of all times? You've been plotting against me with grandfather, haven't you? Man, hard to get a word in edgewise. Let's just see what happens. I truly believe it would be in your best interest to keep these complaints to yourself for now. They can only serve to make things worse. Excuse me? Excuse me! Have you forgotten your place? How dare you speak to your mistress in such a manner? Oops. Pardon us. I did try to warn you. Do you need something from me? Yeah, sorry to butt in while you're busy. We're in the middle of an investigation, you see. I see. You you've come about that little incident. Raina, please, that's enough. I can hardly bear to recall such horrors. Did something happen? Indeed. In fact, what we saw would qualify as more than strange. It was a human form floating in the air. Raina! Please, tell me everything you saw in as much detail as possible. I'd love to. I believe I could share enough information for the both of us. Is that acceptable, Felicity? Fine, do whatever you want. It was the night before exams. Very suddenly, Felicity said that there was someone outside the window. Oh, joy of joys. This already sounds like the start of some ghost story. When I peeked out the window, I saw a human form floating above the schoolhouse, just as she'd said. It spun as if blown by the wind. Eventually, it disappeared towards the back of the schoolhouse. And then came the worst part of all. My lady, being struck by fear, climbed in my bed and... Surely that part isn't relevant to their investigation, Raina! Yeah, there's no need to be that specific. Oh, I see. A pity. Just as I was getting to the interesting part, too. Anyway, to make a long story short, a human shape appeared in the sky above the schoolhouse, spun around, and then vanished towards the backside of the schoolhouse. That's correct. Was that of any help? More than helpful, thanks a lot. We couldn't have asked for a better testimony, really. Alright, I should jot this down on my notebook right away. Okay, perfect. So we talked to all three people, and hopefully it should be nightfall. Yes, did it correctly. Holy crap, it's late already. I think we've gotten just about everything we can from the students. Shall we head back to the student council room? Yeah, let's. With any luck, we can put together what we've heard with everyone else and figure out what's up. Okay, well, sounds good. Sounds like a plan. So just head over here to this corner down here and go back to the first room that we were at whenever we first started our little meeting room. Hey, you're back! All right, everyone, reports. Hit me in the face. I'll hit you. Break your damn glasses, too. We talked to the entire staff, but practically all of them came up blank. The only one who saw anything remotely weird was the janitor. He saw a suspicious person who seemed to disappear right at the gate of the old schoolhouse. Yeah, the teaching staff were all too busy preparing for the tests, so nobody saw anything useful. The cafeteria lady and Fauna, the receptionist, also didn't have much to say. I was kind of afraid of that. Well, for our part, we heard some interesting stories from 3 students in particular. All of them centered around the rear of the school grounds near the old schoolhouse. That strikes me as too similar to be mere coincidence. I got some results too. I took 30 pictures of the students and teachers and 50 of the school scenery. Ha, they're all really cute. I love this place. Sadly, my efforts failed to shine. I did, however, cause several beautiful kittens to flock to the siren call of my lute. So you two accomplished literally nothing, like at all. I mean, I wasn't expecting much, but come on. So, that'd leave me for last, I suppose. I looked over the records for any similar cases. The problem is, everything here is so new. There's nothing really in the way of ghost stories and whatnot. Anything remotely relevant centers around the old schoolhouse. In that case, the old ruin is suspicious no matter how you slice it. What's the deal with that shack anyway? It's the original Jenis building. It's been around for centuries as far as I know. The new campus was finished about 20 years ago? The school moved here and the old place has been closed off ever since. Wait, hang on. It's closed off? But I thought we popped in there during the school festival. Unfortunately, some of the very dangerous monsters that have been wandering around got in after you left. They've had to leave it tightly locked and abandoned ever since. Oh my, a stone ruin dating back centuries. It strikes me as the perfect haunt for a ghost. Thanks for a heap for pointing that out. I really don't want to go, but it's not like we have any other leads. It's getting pretty late though, so how about we check it out tomorrow? Why, Estelle, whatever makes now a bad time, it doesn't seem that late. Well, it's almost nightfall and it might be dangerous with the monsters and stuff. It'd be a bit of a challenge during the day, so I imagine it'd be stupidly dangerous at night. But is that not the point? The truly terrifying manifests best under the light of the moon. If there's any time to grasp the true nature of our specter, it is now. Yeah, you gotta get ghost pictures at night, it's the law! The law in Looneyland, maybe. Huh? I thought I saw something outside the window. It was sort of a whitish shadow. Hold on. Well, he is wearing old-fashioned clothes, and he does have a mask. did bow, and then he flew off. That matches everything we've heard about so far. Poor Estelle. I know I say that a lot, but poor Estelle. You're awake. Oh, thank goodness. How do you feel? Are you hurt? I think I'm okay. This is the girls' dorm, right? Why? I saw it! I saw the white shadow right out of the window! And then it... So you really did see a ghost. What did the white shadow look like? It was a man dressed in old-fashioned clothes like an opera getup or something, wearing a mask. He danced in circles and he was glowing. He flew off towards the old schoolhouse. What a neato ghost! I'm going to hazard a guess that this matches the description you've heard before, right? I figured the old schoolhouse would have something to do with this. Screw it. I don't know if this is a spook or a dude with an airship in his pants or whatever. If he's gonna run around looking crazy and scaring people and making them faint, I'm gonna beat him to a pulp once and for all. Beat him to a pulp? Estelle, do ghosts make you angry and afraid and stuff? I was scared of ghosts because I wasn't sure if they existed or could rip my soul out or something. But now that I've seen one, I ain't afraid of no ghost. Not at all. If I see it again, I'm going to polish my staff with its face. I'm not sure if this is courage or if she's gone off the deep end. Alright, I got the key back to the back gate from the teachers. Thanks, Hans. I'm glad you're fired up, but you sure you're okay? Of course I'm okay. Why wouldn't I be okay? When have I ever given the impression that ghosts paralyzed with fear? That's silly. We're gonna go to the schoolhouse, punch the ghost in the face, and drag him back to the guild. If you say so. We're finally entering Estelle's element, it seems. Well then, let's begin our test of courage. Monsters may have taken root in the ruin, so only those skills at the heart of combat should enter. Good thinking for once. The camera girl can come, but the others should stay behind. Yeah, I know. We'll leave everything to you big, tough fighting types. We'll be waiting here in case something happens. Agate, can I accompany you? Excuse me, princess? Yeah, flashbacks to the Mario Super Show from whenever I was a child. Isn't this a little dangerous for the possible heir to Liberal? The children at the orphanage have seen this, whatever it is. I simply can't let it be. I've also been inside the old schoolhouse on a few occasions. I think I might be able to help. Fine, okay. I figure you're skilled enough to help us out anyway, but just be careful and don't overdo it, okay? I'll be careful, I promise. Okay, let's head to the schoolhouse and catch up as Ghost. Awesome, and we are going to head into the schoolhouse next time on Let's Play Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky 2nd Chapter. This has been David. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good day.